Hey everyone, it's Ross. In today's video, I want to show you guys kind of a little few things to grow some fig trees indoors. Seems like there's a lot of interest in this. Maybe a lot of you guys are doing this. But this here is a Smith fig at my girlfriend's place here in the city. Not really the greatest amount of light or window, but this is the south side of the house. And she's got it in a nice warm bathroom. Lots of humidity, so things really warm up quick. We got a nice heater vent down here. So this is really the best place probably for it. And you can see there's some fruit that have formed on this, and it looks like Breba, but actually it's main crop that was overwintered when the tree went dormant. I definitely recommend, if you guys are going to grow these in the city or on a balcony, let your tree go dormant, drop its leaves, and restart the whole process over. So what my girlfriend's going to do, based off of my recommendations, is she's going to put the fig tree come springtime out the back here, along with some other plants that she's going to grow. She's very happy to be doing that. And that way this tree will really take off. You have to adjust the leaves here and the plant, even the stems, anything green needs to be adjusted to the sunlight outside. It's a totally different sunlight in here versus outside, so this will have to slowly acclimate itself outside, otherwise you guys will regret it. So that's step one. We're going to put it outside after that's acclimated. We're going to put it in a sunnier position, a warmer spot, so that the sunlight is hitting the sides of the pot. We're also going to maybe give it some nice food, which is really important to get your fig trees, especially when grown in containers, guys, to get them going, right? If you want fruit, you got to feed it. If you want growth, you got to feed it. There's only so much nutrients within a container. So we'll put it outside, we'll feed it. It's in a nice little, area there. And then, that's kind of it. It'll grow and fruit, and hopefully you guys follow my other recommendations for getting this thing, to fruit, as of like pinching, feeding, all those different recommendations. Hopefully you guys can do that. And then at the end of the year here, when things get cold like it is now, and in the fall when the tree drops its leaves sometime around Thanksgiving, you're gonna bring your tree indoors and put it back in the bathroom or wherever it is that you have it. And it's going to sit here, and eventually it's going to get warm, and it's going to wake up just like this tree has done. It's going to put out all these new leaves, maybe even some Breba, depending on your variety of fig. And then you're going to get all this nice extra head start to the season, so that when you put it outside, the tree is really ready to go, and you're going to have a much earlier harvest, a fuller harvest. This is just a nice way of doing it. You don't necessarily have to do what I just said in a city, or in an apartment on a balcony. You guys can do this at home. I have hundreds of container trees, so I can only wake up and I only have so much room in my house, right? I've got lots of houseplants, as I showed you guys last week. So, I'm pretty limited in what I can bring in the house, wake it up, and give it an early head start. We also have the greenhouse, for those of you guys who know, and that greenhouse gets heated up in early March with the heater, and those trees wake up early and those get a head start. So for me, I certainly recommend getting people a head start, and a lot of you guys have been asking me, when should I wake up my tree? Should it wake up now? Hopefully this video helps. I mean, this is like, I thought it was more common sense, but apparently a lot of you guys are really unsure about this. So do whatever you can to get your tree an early head start, but if you got more than 10, it's really going to be difficult to get all of them a head start. So, hopefully this helped you out. It's really about the life cycle in terms of growing them indoors. You can also get them to fruit indoors, I should say, before I let you guys go. You can get them really supercharged and ready to fruit. Let's say my girlfriend were to hang some overhead lights above the tree. That would be necessary if this was going to stay indoors all year and never go outside, right? Let's say you had a backyard in the city or something and you put it out here, but it only got maybe 4 hours of light. Well, you'd probably want to add some supplemental heating here to give it some extra energy that way. And you may end up actually wanting to keep it inside all year round. So it's really up to you, and it's up to the individual. I can't say what's best for everybody, but this is a nice little way that she's doing it. I think this is probably at least a 10-gallon size pot that she's got the Smith tree in. It's really well rooted, even though the tree is very small. It's a very well rooted plant. She's fed it very well with organic fertilizer. You know, I recommend more synthetic stuff if you guys are really trying to get these things supercharged. Make sure the soil is really well draining. We've talked all about that in many of my videos. And also this mulch here is really important. Believe it or not, this is really, really important even when growing indoors. Can't recommend it highly enough. Don't overwater your figs. Don't underwater them. Make sure the soil is moist and you guys will be all right. So anyway, everyone, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I'm going to leave you with that. I'll talk to you all tomorrow, and see you later. Take care.